Donna. I work for Nedgroup Investments, which is the asset management division of Nedbank, and I currently head up the direct investor channel. So essentially I'm responsible for looking after anyone who comes to Nedgroup directly who wants to invest and making sure they receive a good product, good service and meet their expectations. Around about last year this time, we were looking to take on building an automated investment platform. Been done in the US quite successfully as well as in the UK, and we'd felt ready to take it on as a business. And our intention behind that was to give South Africans complete access to really good advice, but at the same time also very good investment expertise. So in building this, we had to integrate into Nedbank. We had 4 different partners that we had to work with. It was a highly complex initiative we were taking on. And we approached DVT pretty much at the beginning as well to help us with testing needs around making sure the initiative was robust and market worthy, and they came in from the beginning to help us do that. So the project was very intense because we undertook not only the complexity but also the willingness to do this within a very short space of time. So we'd set ourselves a very short 12-week target to get to a certain point, and that was to make sure we had the first few bits of being able to take people through a chatbot where they could get some advice and making sure that advice translated into an investment recommendation. So we used a host of features like bot intelligence as well as artificial intelligence through the algorithms. This was our first project in this space, and so we needed to test it for the first time in this space. And so our requirement from DVT was to make sure we automated testing, which again was a first for Nedbank, as well as make sure there was UAT testing so that we were picking up all the little niggles that were happening along the way. And there were lots of things that went wrong. And so engaging with DVT sort of on a daily basis was around making sure we get through all those quirks and iron them out and to make sure we could take something to market. For me, it's always quite difficult to load a project with many resources upfront, and it's quite experimental. I mean, this entire thing was quite experimental for the bank and for Nedgroup Investments. So when I was asked to make sure testing was included upfront, I found it very difficult because I didn't want to have a massive team working on it. I wanted a core group of people who were just willing to deliver and making sure the commitment levels were high. What I got out of DVT was just amazing. So I worked very closely with Mario up front, who for me was just a real right hand and sat next to me every day, every evening in a room, making sure we were ironing out every single integration issue there was. He exercised a lot of patience but also a lot of skill and expertise in helping the development teams navigate, and also me navigate the complexity. In the background there were also loads of players that I didn't get to meet but who helped, so particularly Tyler from the DVT team who helped us with our automation. And let me tell you, the real results of automation can be seen in just your development cycle. So without DVT's involvement we would have never had that, and we had a massive reduction in our time to market because our testing was so much better with automation, which is what Mario and the team did. We also used DVT for performance testing. When we first performance tested our bot, we could literally have 4 people on the bot at the same time. It was dismal, and again we wouldn't have been able to do that with as much rigor if we didn't have Ferdy on the project as well. So he pretty much took us through a series of performance testing, chatting the teams through results, having to go back and retest it, and we eventually got it to a point where we could handle a load that again was market worthy. So I'm deeply grateful to the DVT team. I thoroughly enjoyed working with them. It doesn't hurt that Mario has a very good sense of humor as well. And yeah, I just want to thank the DVT team for their professionalism, certainly their commitment to the initiative, and I think evidence of that is in the award that we've just won, which I think we celebrate as a team.